The market capitalization of the coin is used to summarize all that is taught in this video. I would also like to remind you to give my channel a like and subscribe to it so that you can stay up to date on future XRP news as well as other cryptocurrency news in general. Take a look at this pro-Ripple attorney who is continuing the fight against the government over the $15 billion in losses suffered by XRP investors. It has been announced by John Denton, a Republican contender for the Senate from Massachusetts, that he desires to hold the position of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. They are responsible for their portion of the $15 billion that was lost by regular investors in XRP. During an interview that took place on September 16th on the Good Morning Crypto show, the attorney made it quite clear that he is ready to continue his struggle against the SEC until retail investors are paid with the compensation that they believe they are entitled to. Denton, who represented more than 75,000 XRP token holders as an amicus curiae, also known as a friend of the court, in the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple Labs, did not mince words when discussing the financial damage caused by the agency's aggressive litigation against the cryptocurrency company. In investors in XRP who have been left behind by SEC actions Denton in the lawsuit against Ripple Labs, he said that the SEC's overreach and wrongdoing led to a loss of up to $15 billion for thousands of XRP holders as a consequence of the case, which caused the value of the coin to plummet. He said this because the lawsuit caused the value of the coin to collapse. In addition to this, he claimed that his clients do not agree with the inclusion of sexual matters in the lawsuit. Apologies for the way in which the problem was handled. The agency recently provided clarification regarding the usage of the phrase crypto-asset securities, which prompted this action to be taken in response to the clarification. The Commission said that it is sorry for any confusion that may have been caused by its use of the phrase in a footnote that was included in the updated complaint that it intended to file against Binance. This apology was made in the context of the several lawsuits that the Commission has filed against entities that deal in digital assets. Intentional misbehavior was the term that Denton used to describe this situation. In addition to this, he made a request that the personnel at the SEC who were concerned with making decisions of this sort be terminated from their positions. The attorney has repeatedly claimed that the actions taken by the Commission are damaging to normal investors. This argument has been made multiple times already. As a result of the case, he suggested that the watchdog should be held responsible for the monetary harm that was inflicted against holders of XRP. He made this suggestion. In addition, he noted that he is now awaiting the outcomes of an inquiry that has been performed by the Inspector General into. The results of this investigation have the potential to pave the way for additional legal action to be taken on behalf of X-ray investors, as well as the possibility of they receiving compensation for losses that they may have incurred. During the course of his campaign for the United States Senate, there is a race for the Senate that is fraught with high stakes. As a result of placing a considerable focus on the significance of openness and accountability demonstrated by the government, Denton has positioned himself as a champion of the regular citizen. What's more, according to him, his critiques of the Securities and Exchange Commission (CR) are a mirror of his broader perspective on the expansion of regulatory authorities in the financial sector. Furthermore, he is of the opinion that the manner in which the regulatory body handles Bitcoin is indicative of a system that places a larger importance on legislation enforcement than it does on safeguarding the interests of ordinary investors. Throughout the course of the conversation, the former Marine reiterated his aim to bring about laws that would make the distinction between commodities and securities in the domain of Bitcoin more transparent. He said that this would protect retail digital asset holders from any future overreach by the government that could potentially jeopardize their interests. At the Financial Markets Quality Conference 2024, Stuart Alderity, who serves as the chief legal officer for Ripple, was present. He referred to this continued position as a regulatory cloud. According to a statement that he made, if this regulatory cloud is dispelled and the United States has come policy clarity, Ripple will become the most trusted source for enterprise assistance for crypto solutions in the United States. Stuart Alderity, a lawyer for Ripple, has issued a statement that is considered to be breaking news. When this regulatory cloud is lifted and we achieve some policy certainty in the United States, we will then be the most trusted source for enterprise support for crypto solutions in the United States. This will be accomplished through two court triumphs. Ripple has been victorious over the SEC. Gary Gensler has been the driving force behind Ripple's victories in its legal battles against the Securities and Exchange Commission over the course of the past year. These victories indicate that Ripple has been successful in its legal battles. To add insult to injury, in the summer of the previous year, a federal judge named Elisa Torres issued a ruling that stated that transactions involving XRP that took place on secondary markets did not satisfy the requirements to be characterized as sales of securities. The use of the term security to refer to XRP and the ensuing actions taken against cryptocurrency exchanges were never mentioned. XRP was given the formal status of a non-security asset as a result of this, which contributed to this. Ripple was asked to pay fines totaling $2 billion and refund the regulatory body for the expenditures and efforts that were engaged in the litigation, according to a motion that was submitted to the court by the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) this year. On the other hand, the judge decided that Ripple is only needed to pay the SEC a total of $125 million, despite the fact that the blockchain startup had previously argued that $10 million would be a reasonable amount in this particular case. In a post that was just recently published on X, the official Ripple account posted its essay on stablecoins, stressing the revolutionary role that Ripple plays in the domain of international payment. This post was created by Ripple Express, which expressed its support for the restablecoin. The most major benefit that these assets provide to customers who are concerned about the high level of volatility that is connected with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin is the fact that they are tied to fiat currencies like the United States dollar or the euro. This is the most significant advantage that these assets offer. To put it another way, stablecoins are a product that combines the reliability of the United States dollar with the speed, security, and profitability of blockchain technology. It is becoming increasingly common to utilize stablecoins as a method of making payments due to the fact that they are not only rapid but also secure and economical. Around $7 trillion worth of international transactions were completed with the assistance of stablecoins that were backed by fiat currency. These transactions were carried out via the internet. The stablecoin that Ripple established at the beginning of August was designed with the intention of preserving a constant peg to the United States dollar. This was the intention behind the creation of the stablecoin. It is totally backed by a combination of cash and its equivalents, with the ratio of $1 to $1 being the ratio of the backing. As far as Ripple is concerned, it is entirely determined by the restrictions that must be adhered to. In the South Korean market, the utilization of cryptocurrencies is continuously going through a process of development and expansion. In addition, the employment of XRP as a form of payment is the most recent development that has appeared in this trend. One of the most well-known service providers in the country, xrp, has recently implemented the capability to accept XR payments using its QR code system. Observations made by xrp indicate that this is a very recent occurrence. This marks the beginning of a new era for digital currency, and their goal will be to make trading in cryptocurrencies as simple and comfortable as possible with ordinary expenses like coffee and even groceries. This will be their guiding principle. Customers of xrp can now pay with their wallets in XRP by simply scanning a code. This is made possible by the incorporation of XRP into the payment system that is now in place. There is a rising interest in new payment methods, and xrp customers can now take advantage of this opportunity. This is a significant step forward in the direction of integrating Bitcoin with the financial systems that are used in the real world in South Korea. The accomplishment of this is seen as being of great significance. Using this technology, clients in South Korea are able to perform transactions that are not only more secure but also more expedient, less expensive, and more secure than what is required by the structures of the banking system. Additionally, the fact that XRP is used for payments in South Korea is a positive step for cryptocurrencies as a medium of exchange. Despite the fact that it is still in its infancy, it should be noted that the material that has been supplied is not intended to serve as business advice. In the event that any investments are made on the basis of the information that is provided on this page, there is no responsibility for those investments. Prior to making any choice on investments, we strongly recommend performing independent research and talking with a professional who is educated in the field.